Good evening. I'm going to be teaching in this video how to cast on stitches for knitting. So the first thing that you need to start out with your yarn is a slip knot. And what you're going to do is you're going to take, here's the end of your skein. You're going to take this guy and you're just going to form a little loop like this, right? And then give it a twist. So now you have just a little twisted loop. And then reach and grab this piece that's still like floating free. Right? And give it a pull through. So now you have this little slip knot here. Right? And if you pull this side, you can make it smaller. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to fit this onto the first knitting needle. Okay? And then we're just going to pull it tight till it's right around the needle, just like that. All right, now the second thing that you're going to need is you're going to need your second knitting needle, because what this is going to end up looking like is similar to an actual knit stitch, but you're going to be just not leaving your, you're going to leave your loops on your needle instead of pulling them off like you would with a normal knit stitch. So you're going to take this little loop you made, and it's a good idea with casting on to make sure that these kind of stay a little loose, mainly because it'll make your first row of knit stitches or purling stitches very difficult to do if you don't. So without further ado, so the first little loop you made here, you're going to stick this second needle up through this loop, but behind the first needle to make an X. Okay, and then just like with a knit stitch, you're going to wrap this back behind both your needles and between, like around your back needle, but behind your front one. So just to show that again, right, take this, wrap it back around the back one only, and then you're gonna form a little loop when you do that, and you're gonna take this loop and you're gonna pull it through the loop that you cast onto your first needle, right? So you're gonna have this weird figure 8 thing, and it's gonna look a little weird, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this loop on this second needle and just put it onto your first one. So, and then you can pull this little tail out the way if you need to. So this is two cast on stitches. All right, so to see that again, this time you're going to take your top one, and you're going to, where the little loop is, you're going to slide up underneath and behind with the needle, right? Taking your long tail that's attached to your skein, wrapping it around the back one, and then bringing that new loop through the one on this left needle here, right? And then taking this one and just sliding it onto this needle. So now that is 3 cast on stitches, you can see here. All right, so you're going to start building a row like that, and they will build quick. So if you decide that you're going to kind of do this by, play this by ear as far as size, because this is a very chunky yarn, they build very fast. So even 10 stitches or 10 cast on stitches is going to make quite a wide piece of work. Typically with a yarn like this, it's my personal favorite to do about 15 stitches cast on. So and just doing that repeatedly, just bring it behind, bring that loop up underneath, and then throwing it onto the next one, and then continuing to do so until you have reached your desired cast on count. So as you can see here, they build pretty fast. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And just that alone, they tend to spread out once you have once you start knitting them. They won't. It's not going to be this little short piece of work. It's actually going to be quite probably about double the width of that. So that's casting on, and that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do to cast on. And at that point, if you decided that that was enough casting on and you wanted to continue with your project, then you can just start with your first knit stitch here and continue on. All right, thanks for watching and happy knitting.